Good evening, everyone. Um, I guess just want to say hello. Not going to talk long. Uh, I think um, I think the day was pretty good. It was a good. The weather was pretty good for the most part. It rained most of the morning here in Maryland, and sure enough, it cleared up and the sun's trying to come out. And what temperature we have here? Let me check. It's 48 degrees here, and it's winter time. Around 52 yesterday. That's all. That's all I wanted to say, folks. I didn't want to interrupt your day. Been quiet. I checked my collard greens outside, and they look real good. Always try to, even in the wintertime, give them a little something to eat so that they can have something to nourish themselves on these cold nights. This is interesting. I have three people watching me, and no one's giving me a thumbs up yet, but somebody will. It's just human nature to be a little nervous when you go online. Yes. Thank God for these cell phones. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking maybe they can't hear me out there. It could be that. It could be that is part of the problem. I'm messing with the settings on this computer. Tonight, I celebrate my love for you in this old world. Mm-mm-mm. Spirit's gonna find us. Mm-hmm. Behind us. Oh, that's even better. I'm down to one person now. All they got to do is go click, and I'll be down to zero. I am building soil, folks. Building soil. I was going to say, come on, folks, stop hiding there. Come on back out. But I'm good. I'm good. I bought this new headpiece here. Love it. Love it. For phone calls and sort of thing. I now like talking on the phone now that I have this. I love talking on the phone now. Tonight, I celebrate my love for you. Pink brandy wine tomatoes. Finally, the seeds came. I'm all set. I did go and try to shop online. There's a place called Johnny Seeds. Johnny Seeds. Say it with me now. It's Johnny Seeds. And the problem with Johnny seeds is way, way too expensive. Johnny seeds. And I'm not going to doubt that it's probably a very good seed, but for one pack of seeds is $4.50, and it doesn't tell you how many seeds are in it. It doesn't tell you any of that. It just says Johnny seeds, collard greens, $4. Mm-hmm. Behind us, when I make love to you tonight. Let's see, what else did I get? This is just a sheet here. Ozark giant bell peppers. Ozark giant bell peppers. I got those. And I got those on hello, how you doing? Yes, yes. I am here and just enjoying the day. Hey, there go the thumbs up. That's the thumbs up. Let me ask the question of each and every one of you, and I know I got to get at least two of you to agree or disagree. Can you hear me? Is the question I want to ask. Can you hear my audio? Is my audio strong? Okay, they probably can't hear me. Let me see. What can I do? I can write it down. Yeah. Let's see. I got okay. Ozark giant bell peppers, and I did it. Yes, I can hear you. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's good. You can hear me. I see. There was an issue a couple videos ago. It's fine today. Oh, thank you, thank you. I pushed the right buttons and I got the settings somewhat good on the old computer there. Yes. And this good partner here, he said, yes, we can hear you. Some issue a couple of videos ago, but not now, just fine. Are you going to make a video for your food for some? I got to because I have to. Because I was asked today, that very thing, and it was at work. They said, you got a lot of videos up when you live and you're talking, but I want to see the garden. And I said, okay, I'll do that. Thank you for reminding me. Now, let's see now. Today, I got to go to work. Okay, I get off work. We'll see how the weather is tomorrow. If I go out and get some shots. Then I got to edit them and all that good stuff. You know something? I'm thinking about upgrading my programs because I bought a older program some time ago. It's called Pinnacle Studio One, and it is not working right. But then again, it's almost, I would say it's about 5 years old. And I moved it over from different computers up to this computer here. And it's just too much. It's just not getting. Hello, how you doing there? DDS. All right. Good afternoon, they say. Good afternoon. I like that. But yes, I am enjoying the evening to say the least. I'm enjoying the evening. I'm enjoying it. Some of us like to see even the tree bank. Yes, yes, even the tree bank, even the tree bark. I'm telling you, yeah, yeah. Look, that's what you got, the tree bark. Yeah, because I'm telling you. Now, isn't this the time of year when you're dying to see something? Because it's winter, and because I got off work, I looked over at my trees, and they look pretty, folks. Even though there's not a leaf on them, they still look pretty. I look at them and say, look at this. These apple trees are beautiful. And I found a video that finally, I think when I start grafting, I'm going to enjoy it, because this gentleman showed how to graft without, for me, the issue has always been the graft would just die. It would just die. I would put it on there. I even bought this expensive pair of pliers that you clip, and it makes like a little puzzle piece, and it fits like that together. Both the unions fit like that. And and I bought that, and it was a bust, because I said, and it's not working. Every time I do that, it dies. It dies. It dies. I kept saying that. And then I realized a couple things, because I don't know everything. I'm glad I'm that way. I don't know everything, because when you know everything on earth, you can't learn when you do that. Here's what happened. The showed he wraps. He uses. It looked like he said it's called grafting tape. But see, I believe what he's saying is parafilm, because parafilm is a grafting tape as well. If he's talking about parafilm, but anyway, he wrapped it. He hit a piece maybe this big, and it was maybe about 8 inches long. No, about 7 inches long. And he wrapped the entire thing all the way up, folks. Yes. And he said it's important to wrap it tight. And he said, make certain that you do not. He said, make certain that you do not break it off or anything like that. But that goes without saying. But he wrapped it where he cut it off at. He wrapped that completely. He looped over the top. He wrapped it, and he went back down. And he said the most important thing is wrap it tight. Wrap it tight, he kept saying. Now, he's got about an inch and a half sticking out where he didn't wrap. And he joined that with the tree that he wanted to, graft it to. And he started maybe around down here, and he started wrapping, coming up, and he just wrapped the whole thing back up again. And that's what he did. When he finished wrapping it, folks, he showed some of his work, and he was getting 3 out of 4 that the grafts that took. That's what he was getting. And I like that, because the way I was doing it, I was wrapping it, but left the whole entire stem, without any wrapping on it. And then the top, I would put a dab of that black tar that goes for trees that supposed to seal for injuries, that sort of thing. And that wasn't good, because it would try to hang in there, and a few days it would just be dead. And I would look and say, yeah, this thing is dead. But now I like his method, because he said if you look at it and you haven't noticed it, and if you haven't taken off in about 4 weeks, then I suggest you redo it or whatever. And he said the best time he liked to graft, and see, some of them will not tell you, and I guarantee if you look at them, they won't tell you what's the best time of year, if there is any. If there is, what's the best time to graft? And he said late summer and fall. That's what he liked to graft. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Sounds like a winner. Anytime you get, information out there, it's always a positive thing. Absolutely. I mean, really. I mean, I'm sitting here right now. Um, I feel good because I got a full day's work in. I've been messing around for hours. It's already 1:20. Um, and I graft. Okay, okay, good example. You graft in winter. Let's see, Morning Gardener, did you think something to do with the tree going into dormancy? Well, I don't know, because what I would do is, you talking about the ones that I lost, because I would be doing them as it we're getting into coming out in the spring, and that's what I would be doing them. I would be doing them then, and so I was like, wait, this is not taking. I said, what is wrong? And I got the tools. I cleaned them up with the alcohol and everything, and it was just completely frustrating because I would watch videos, I would read up about it, and I said, what am I missing here? And I remember it was Lead Farmer 73, and he said, I do mine in the fall, but he's typing it to you, so he can't really show you what he's doing. And so I said, okay, all right, I can't really see it. But this video, this guy actually showed it, detailed photos, back and front, what he was doing, how much taking off, how long it took him to wrap it, the tree that he was wrapping it to. And here's what's happening here. There's a reason why I want to do this. Here's why I want to do this. I have peach trees, and peach trees will give you good peaches for about, depending on the soil and where where you live. As the reason the guy grafted in late summer, early fall. Oh, the reason why. Okay, okay. As the reason that the guy grafted in late fall, late summer, early fall. I don't. He just said he did it. He didn't go into any real detail there. But the thing I'm looking at is if the if the if you're grafting, I think my person thing, I think you do better when you coming out of dormancy, like spring, when all the sap is rising up into all the branches, and that's the best time to do it. But then again, I've never had a successful graft, so that's only my intellect telling me that this makes sense. But it was another gentleman just hit here and said that he does it in the winter. He does it in the winter. So that's how that works. I mean, I'm just thinking that's thing there. So I'm going to yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I will upload some videos of the garden. I will do that. I will do that because people are asking for it, and I want to do it so they can have an idea what I'm doing. But I'm gonna tell you something, folks. I got some crazy stuff I'm gonna be doing this year with that garden. I mean, my main focus with the garden is to grow roots, and that's it. I want big, healthy roots. I don't care all that much about, uh, people, including myself, usually look at the top of the plant and see how the leaves and all, and that's very important. I think that's very important. But I think also what's going on under the ground is very, very, very important. The bigger the roots, bigger the plant. And I used to, and I'm guilty of that. Sometimes I would dig a hole like this, and I would put a tomato in and think, okay, it's got roots. It'll find its way into the soil. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to absolutely, um, I'm going to absolutely go and dig a much larger hole and and also I'm looking at what types of amendments that I'm going to use in this hole, because I used to just use just the manure fork and loosen the soil, and that was it. Well, that's important to loosen the soil, and I used to like walking on my soil. I still do, but it's real spongy when I walk on my soil. I love that feeling, like I'm walking on carpet. That's using the manure fork. It's like you're walking on carpet. If you step into the area, any of the areas, excuse me, that you have worked with the manure fork, it feels like you're walking on a carpet. Well, actually, it sinks down, so a little bit more than carpet. Um, so now I'm going to use that, and I'm also going to go further down. Now, I'm going to go about 12 inches down in the soil. And I'm going to go about maybe about a foot and a half wide. That's going to be for one tomato plant, because when you give them the opportunity to spread their roots and you give them an ample amount of food and you water them properly, they will reward you with a bountiful garden. And I've had tomatoes that were big and beautiful, peppers. And this, like this year just passed, 2019, I had some of the prettiest peppers. I said, oh my God, look at these peppers. This doesn't make sense, these peppers to be this big. But um, um, it was because of what prep I did. And that's what made the pepper so big and crisp and shiny. Um, and it just kept coming on, coming on. So next month, I'm thinking of starting at least my peppers and tomatoes, maybe just the peppers, because tomatoes, a little time after that, because they'd be everywhere in the house, just hanging out like this, they'd be everywhere. They're everywhere. You get tomatoes going, and and it's I'm using temperature control on a lot of the um, for my heat mat. I can actually set that now. I don't have to. I don't have to wonder what. Okay, these plants died. Why? You're feeding them properly. You got the same mix you're using in the other batch. What's going on? Well, here's what I did, folks. I went into my gardening area where I garden at, which is my little green room. And I'll show you what I did here. Um, okay, let's see what this is. Here's a piece of mail I never opened. I never opened this. Glad I didn't wait too long. Oh, okay. This was not meant to be thrown away. Let me put that back in here. Okay. So I take all my mail, I place it here, and then when I get ready to throw it away, I actually place it in the compost pile and let the worms and bacteria and all that eat it up. Makes you feel good when you do that with bills. All right, let's see what we got here, folks. Let's see. When I'm growing in my room, I actually took the temperature gun, and I hit the heat mat here, and here, and here, and here. Do you know for each one of those? One was 110. One was 86 point something. One side was 80. And I said to myself, wait a minute. I said, hold up, this is telling me something. These mats that they sell us do not stay consistent temperature all the way across. They don't. And I didn't know that. Never knew that. The temperature of those mats vary. Okay. And what I used to do is I would put a piece of styrofoam on the surface, well, for the mat to sit on, because I didn't want the wood going, I mean, the temperature going through to the wood. And, I felt like I was losing the heat. But at any rate, you set the pans on top of the mats. Now I have the ability to set the map at 80. I could set the map at 80 and say this is going to be at 80. So I like that. I can do that now. And it was worth the investment. This right here was $10. What was it, $10? $10 on eBay. It has dual hookups for 2 mats. And I'm not drumming up no business for eBay. I'm not drumming up no business for any of the people on eBay. I am just saying that this sucker here works. Need to get a heat mat because yeah. Peppers like their heat around 80 some degrees. They like their heat on that mat about 80. And I've been doing a lot of research on that as well. What the optimum temperature to germinate most plants is around about 70 to 75, but peppers like theirs around 80 degrees, and then they take off. And I was never able to do that before because now I can look and say, okay, got it. I know what temperature I'm dealing with. It's got a little probe, the box I showed you. The unit that came in, it has a little probe that you put down inside one of the containers that you choose to put it in. You'll get a reading. That will tell you what temperature it is. And you got it set. You can set it. You can set your unit. You can set one mat for 80 and another for 75. Give you an example. 180, 175. You can do that. Or you can set them both the same. It doesn't, whatever works for you. And that was $10. Then I spent another $10 on a heat gun, which I liked because they were both the same color, green and black. So I would have got the green and black one. It doesn't matter. They had different colors. So this is the heat mat, and I bought the heat gun. I went out into my garden yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I pointed the heat gun at the soil, at the soil. Found out that the soil further back in my yard was 32 degrees. Soil further up was 30. Soil in this area over here to the left was 35, and further back was 29. Now that tells me something. That your soil throughout your garden is not all the same temperature. That to me says something. It tells me something. I said, boy, the gardener saw that heat mat that you baked in those. Keep a constant temperature. Yeah, that's what it's for. It keeps a constant temperature. You set it for, let's say 75. Once your mat gets to 75, now wait a minute. It has variations where you can set the variations. You can say you want it to kick back on within, if it dropped 2 degrees below what you set it for, 3 degrees below what you set it for, and then and on and on and on. So you can actually set it and say, if it dropped 1 degree off of 75, I wanted to kick back in and keep it there. Yeah, you can do that with it. Yep, that's why I like this thing. And I bought it, and when I used to be out there shopping for these things, they were expensive. $50, $60. That's just for the unit that controls the mats. Then you had to buy the mats. Then, and so that's what I did. I went ahead and got me one because I said, it's the dead of winter. No one other than serious hardcore gardeners are thinking about this stuff. So the people who have this stuff sitting on there, they're not making any money. This stuff's on eBay. It's on Amazon. It's not. They're not making no money. So if they can drop the price on it, because I guarantee you, the unit I bought here for $10, when the weather breaks, it's going to be about 30, 35, 40 maybe. That unit will be that price because they can get it for that. Summer's coming in, spring's coming in. Spring's coming in. They know that they'll know what's going on because the increase in sales. That's what's telling them what's going on. The increase in sales. And they say, oh, I sold 3 today. I sold 6 today. Then they go, now bump the price up a little bit. Instead of making it $10, make it $20. And then that'll slow the sales down a little bit until they look and say, oh, it's only $20. The sales go back up. And then they'll keep getting hit, and they'll say, make it 30. And then the sales are keeping up. Now in the summertime, you have no flexibility whatsoever. You're going to pay through the nose. You're going to pay through the nose. Oh, well, folks, that's it for me. Yes. Thermal, yes. Different temperatures, absolutely. Absolutely different. Absolutely different. And so what I'm getting from this is that the more information you have, the better off you'll be when you deal with plants. You'll have more information. You know what's going on. You hit that soil in the spring, you start seeing it climb to 40 and then 45, then 50. You know what plants will tolerate 50. So you can get those, and you won't, in other words, you won't put your okra out there when okra likes temperatures about 75, the soil. So you'll know exactly when to start your okra. You'll know exactly when to start putting in crops that are more so early spring, cool season crops versus summer crops. Because you'll actually be able to read the temperature of the soil, because you can actually Google certain things and say, what soil temperature does tomatoes like? And it'll say, tomatoes like temperatures that are 70 to 75 degrees. Boom. I did that voice pretty good, didn't I? and so that's what you want to do. So you want to make certain of that you also paying attention to those temperatures. Because even when you're doing your seedlings, I'm going to say this, get that out of the way. When you're growing your seedlings in the containers, now I do bulk growing. I don't do 2 and 3 seeds in a little pot. I don't do that. I don't have time for that. I want bulk. I want 30, 40 seeds of just peppers to come up all at one time. Always plant more than what you need. Always. Don't say I need 2 plants, so I'm gonna plant two seeds. Always do at least 8 seeds, because you never know. One might have a cat dig it up, another one might have a bird pull it out of the ground, or whatever, or just might die. You put out there, and then all of a sudden you get a cold snap. Come out there and it's dead. Now you can't start over because you're getting too close to your growing season. So it is what it is. Another one, winter sowing. Look into that. That'll get you started early too. Get some milk jugs, and now the one that they got out there is where the lady's using tape, where she taped the whole bottle. I like that, but I found something better. Where the guy actually just cut the jug in half, put some holes in the bottom, put a hole up here in the front and a hole down here to the bottom part, and did the same to the back. And he put a twist tie through there and twisted tie both sides. Boom! That way he can open up and do what he got to do. He can save them. But if you get that tape, it worked for that lady, and it worked when it worked. But now there's a better way. Somebody else figured out a better way, a better mousetrap, so to speak. And the way that they did it, you can actually save the jugs for next year. You can have a whole bunch of clean jugs because you didn't damage them with all that sticky tape everywhere. All right, good people. I want to know, did you like the show? Did you not like the show? Are you thinking about coming back and seeing me again? Or you're not going to see me again? If so, why? because I think that we covered some ground here today. Do it again. Now, you know that I'm trying to set up a time frame for my show. 5 p.m. show starts Monday, and that's what I want to do. Now, there are going to be extra shows, but the main show is going to be Monday, 5 p.m. and I can take your thoughts on that, because I want to let you know that I'm trying to beef this up, make it a little better than what it is now. Beef this up like that, just beef it up. So looking forward to, getting back with you, and I hope that all of you have a great day. And I'm gonna go down here and try to fix me something to eat. Take care and have a good day, folks. This has been the Morning Gardener, and remember, keep on growing. Thank you very much. All right.